How you doing? I'm James Whittaker and welcome to the Shack. I'm joined by James Savage, equipment editor of National Club Golfer, and today we're going to be talking about the top 10 game improvement irons.
Yeah, top 10 game improvement irons over the last 12 months. We did our irons test in our issue earlier this year in April time. We've had a few more that we've tested since then, and this is sort of my personal opinion, of testing these game improvement irons. I'm a 17 handicapper, so I'm a good person to test these irons out. Obviously, this isn't like the greatest irons that are out there on the market. We're trying to focus on irons that are going to suit people, maybe sort of 15 to 28 handicaps.
Yeah, we're kind of going to follow on the same format as what we did with the driver video. I don't know if you watched that. That's been out on the channel for a couple of weeks now, and we've had some good feedback. So we're just going to go start at number 10 and work our way through it, James. So what have you got down there at number 10?
Number 10, I've gone for the Yonex E-Zone XPG. A really stylish looking iron. Yonex makes some really premium golf equipment that looks and feels fantastic. I actually tested these out using a graphite shaft, which is not normal for me, but I wanted to test it out in the graphite shaft because Yonex make their own shafts, and the clubs are designed for the heads, the shafts and the grips all to work together. There's sort of counterbalancing in there as well, just to kind of help people flight the ball a little bit easier, swing it a little bit easier. I really enjoyed hitting the Yonex E-Zone XPG. I think it's a brand that probably doesn't get as much love as it should. I think they make fantastic products. Like I say, shelf appeal, absolute look $1 million, and the performance, you get what you pay for. They're not cheap, but they are fantastic products. So as a nine, I really enjoyed using.
I mean, I'd back you up on that. It's a premium product. It really isn't cheap. But like you say, it looks the part. Very, very good. Shop. It looks great in the shop. It drags you to the rack straight away. And then, as you say, the technology behind the equipment is very, very good. So, good choice. Okay, number 9.
At number 9, I've gone for the Benross HTX. Another really solid product from Benross. Really friendly price point, down, a lot cheaper than a lot of other manufacturers. But again, like we said with the driver, got premium shafts in there, premium grips, and the heads do perform, really, really well. There's nothing not to like. Address, and they're very consistent. Time after time, you can get the numbers that you want. So again, it's a very impressive product. I'd say this HTX range from Benross has probably been their best performing gear, at least over the last sort of 3 or 4 years that I've been testing.
Yeah, I'd agree with that as well. And as I always say with Benross, good grip, good shaft, good head. The technology and the price point is amazing. And if you're looking to get into the game, or you're looking for that price point golf club, this is definitely a golf club to go to.
Absolutely. So, I mean, when I test them, you almost see the price point, and you're almost expecting a bit of a dip in performance. You really don't get that. I mean, I'm not saying you're going to get the maybe quite the same feel that you would get out of like a forged Mizuno or something, but you wouldn't expect that at this price point. What you are going to get is a good club. It works. It's reliable, and like James says, premium components in there, so you can't argue at all.
No, very good. Okay, number 8.
Number 8, I've gone for the Nike Vaporfly, a really cool looking product from Nike. There's all their sort of Nike Fly range, had loads of shelf appeal, looked really cool. I really liked the finish on these drivers. It was that sort of metallic, darker, sort of grey metallic finish with a little flash of Volt and blue on there. They looked really stunning, and these irons were really powerful. Like the feel off the face, really could feel that ball speed, ball bouncing off them. And just up there in terms of distance. If you're the player that just wants a little bit, irons to pack a little bit more of a punch, I'd definitely consider these clubs, because they definitely do that.
They were one very, very long. Added a lot of ball speed. Forgiveness was fantastic throughout the face. I thought they were a really, really easy golf club to hit, and a really sporty looking golf club. To go with the Nike brand, I think the Volt and the blue grip that was on there and everything about it was very cool and very sporty. So a good choice on that one.
Another thing I'd say with the Nike Vaporfly was that as you went up into the longer irons, like even like the 4 iron, for example, it was a really nice, big, confidence-inspiring head. It wasn't that intimidating at all. So I think that even for the high handicappers, you should have some success with the long irons as well as the short irons in there.
Agree with that one. Okay, number 7.
Number 7, I've gone for the Mizuno JPX EZ. Again, this is a product with loads of shelf appeal. Mizuno JPX EZ range traditionally had been more like your super game improvement stuff, and I have to say in previous iterations that the looks kind of did look like that. They did look like a little bit like your game improvement clubs, but with this range, with the JPX EZ late iteration, they looked super cool. You know, they wouldn't put anyone off, so I think that it opened up their appeal. But the ball speed, again, particularly in the long irons, really good ball speed, really good forgiveness, consistency. Yeah, I thought they were a great iron for looks and performance.
Yep, once again agree on that. I think the shaft options in that are really good, especially from a custom fitting point of view, which is, you know, where Mizuno would really want to push you down. Yeah, and the actual head just looks fantastic. I've actually used one in a 4 and a 5 iron a couple of times this year, so you know, a really nice flighted golf club, so something to go with. Okay, so number 6.
Number 6, I've gone with the TaylorMade M2. Now, I would definitely say that out of all the irons that I've tested, these irons are the longest. You know, I usually hit 7 iron, you know, about 150 yards. With these, I was actually getting up to like 10 yards extra distance. Now, I know people say, you know, that there's less loft and things like that, and that's absolutely true. The length might be a little bit longer, and there'll be less loft. 7 iron loft. Traditionally here, you're looking about 30, 31. These are actually 28.5 in loft. But you know, TaylorMade aren't trying to hide that fact. They're not trying to kid you. Their lofts are printed on their website. You know, they're not going to lie to you about what these lofts are. And the technology with the TaylorMade M2 was a really nice low centre of gravity to kind of help the ball pop up in the air. So you're getting that stronger loft, but you know, you are getting a nice high ball flight as well. So what their theory is that, you know, you're not going to be flying over greens, you know, because you're getting that high ball flight, you're still going to be getting it to stop. Yeah, absolute distance machines. You look at them, they just look nasty because they look like they're going to cause some serious damage. You know, but you know, you can't knock the product because it's something that does what it says it's going to do.
Yeah, I just think this is a good fun golf club. I think, you know what I mean. You just put it down, you hit it, and you just off it goes. It's an absolute missile, isn't it?
It is, so. Yeah. And that's the thing. Like TaylorMade say, that's what it is. It's funny. There's been some funny videos of like Jason Day, you know, testing them out. I think he was getting up to like 300 yards with like a 6 iron or something like that. And, you know, that is a good little bit of fun. And yeah, like I said, these irons are talking about game improvement. If you're a player out there that could really benefit from an extra 10, 15 yards, you know, worth the distance, and I think the TaylorMade M2 could be worth a look.
Okay. All right. So number 5.
And number 5, similar iron here, it's the Callaway XR OS. Now, I'd probably say that from testing these out, these were the easiest to hit, easiest to launch, probably the biggest, or definitely one of the biggest heads. They're just super user-friendly, a really nice feel off the face, feel and sound, a big improvement on the sort of the traditional XR irons, which I found to be a little bit harsh. A really nice sweet feeling on this, just super user friendly, nice and easy to hit, and I was really impressed with these.
This was just a good Callaway iron, wasn't it? You know, it's kind of what you look for in a Callaway iron, really forgiving, you know, got a little bit of offset in there, you kind of put it down, it looks easy to hit, you know what you're getting out of it. And the improvement that they made out of the XR, you know, it was, the XR sounded a little bit tinny and all that, that's disappeared, and the golf club really performed. So yeah, they definitely stepped forwards there.
I was impressed with that, and particularly for people who struggle with their irons, that, you know, maybe kind of struggle to get them in the air, you know, struggle to get a nice launch on the irons. I definitely think these are one worth considering. So free with confidence as well as being easy to hit.
Good stuff. Okay, so what have we got at number 4?
Number 4, I've gone for the Srixon Z355. A really good all-round package here. They look superb. These are the sorts of irons that good all-rounders. They're not going to put, I don't think, a player of any, but you can even go down to your lower single-figure handicaps because they look really good. These are really good products from Srixon. I think Srixon have excelled with their irons in recent years, and these irons are you know, just a testament to that. Like I say, they've got the looks absolutely right, nice and easy to hit. Again, similar to the Yonex irons, we've got technology in there with sort of, you know, counterweighting with the grips and the heads, just to kind of make them a little bit easier to hit. And I found them to be very consistent, very easy to hit, and for looks, I'd say probably of the game improvement irons, they're probably the most appealing looks-wise.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there. I think, yeah, Srixon are definitely moving into this iron market with some very, very good products, and this is making a big step forwards for them. And once again, shaft options, the graphite shafts are very good and all of that. So, you know, for this market, I think they've definitely offered something that's very, very strong. So a good selection there. Okay, so number 3.
Number 3, I've gone for the Cobra King F6. Another really cool looking product. The first time I hit these, I was literally like, wow, they feel tremendous. I remember hitting shots on the TrackMan with them. I was hitting like 8 irons, and the dispersion was so tight. The numbers were I was hitting the same numbers time after time, and yeah, just a little bit like Nike, a good, fun golf club that are going to maybe appeal to slightly younger audience because they just look so cool in the bag. But they've got really good technology in there as well. You know, Cobra, really they push the boundaries in terms of research and development, innovation with their clubs, and with the F6 irons they had progressive technologies through the set. You know, sort of like half hollow cavities, full cavities in the different irons, so they perform differently in the short, mid and the long irons, and I really liked that about that, because when you go for an iron fitting, you don't just want to hit the 7 iron and think, yeah, I'll take these. You want to go through the bag, and what Cobra did here with the F6 was make each iron perform as you'd expect it to, and like I say, really nice feel off the face. Just a bit of I was quite surprised actually that how good they were.
Yep, I think you've covered everything on that one. I would say, like you say, very cool looking product, and performed very, very well. So move on, number 2.
Number 2, I've gone with the Ping G Max, a really cool product from Ping again. I'd almost put these irons more towards like your super game improvement irons, because there's a lot of irons that Ping do, like the G range, that'll appeal up to your 20 handicappers. But I'd say the G Max are super game improvement, super easy to hit, confidence and spine behind the ball. One of the biggest heads, but really nice, sweet sound and feel off the face. You can really feel that ball bouncing off the face. You feel like you hit a shot with them, and it feels like the club is doing a lot of the work, and that's why I think they've been such a good product. I mean, I gave a couple for my dad to try out. You know, he's an alright golfer, plays off 16. He's into his 60s though now, and he said they were an absolute revelation for him. He just felt that he just didn't have to put as much effort into his iron shots, because the ball was just bouncing off the face. So they were in this market, and if you're looking for help, Ping G Max are a fantastic iron. Yeah,
I like what Ping have done here. I think Ping have always had that game improvement iron in the G range, but then they've gone to another level with the G Max, and I think it offers that ball speed, it offers that extra forgiveness that they've opened up another market, and I really like what they've done there. They've thought about it and definitely put something on the shelves that works. So that's really good. Okay, and then moving on to number 1.
Number 1, I've gone for the Titleist 716 AP1s. Again, what I like about this iron is I think it's a fantastic all-rounder. What I mean by that is that I say you set that down behind the ball, it looks superb in the bag, it looks absolutely superb, yet you're still getting loads and loads of help. I mean, I got fitted into the 716 AP1. I also tried the AP2s, and the AP2s were absolutely lovely. The feel was fantastic, but on my misses, I was just suffering quite a lot of distance, whereas with the AP1s, if I hit them a little bit thin or I hit it a little bit out to the toe, I really don't seem to suffer too much in performance. They're just a very good all-round product, forgiving, consistent, and I think they look absolutely fantastic. I think that they'd appeal to, I think that there's probably a lot of AP2 players out there that probably should be playing AP1s, but and for me as well, an improvement on the 714 massively in terms of shelf appeal and performance.
Yeah, I mean, just from a fitting side of it, the variety of golfers that use this golf club is scary. I mean, I've put scratch golfers into it all the way up to, like you say, 20 to 25 handicappers, just because it looks great, it performs great, and that's what you're looking for, isn't it, as a golf club? So a really good choice to finish on.
Yeah, absolutely. Just to say, it's interesting to see. You even had Zach Johnson, when he won the Open, have like an AP1 4-iron in the bag. Yeah. So don't be thinking that the world's best players are just playing skinny blades all the time. They do often go for these types of irons as they go up to the 5, 6, 4-iron or whatever, because even the best players in the world need a little bit of help and forgiveness. And golf, why make the game more difficult for yourselves? Put your ego to to one side and find an iron that's going to work for, you know, for your game, that's going to help you. And I think on this list here, there's plenty of options for you to choose from.
Yeah, that's a really good point, well made, James. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed that video, and I hope you've enjoyed James's top 10 list there. If you've got any opinions, please make a comment below, and we'll come back to you with what we think, and we'll look forward to seeing you again soon.